Hello, guys. How's everyone tonight?
Hardus.
Can you hear me nicely?
Evening, Hardus.
Hey, Andre, how you doing, man? Good evening. Is that Rick?
Always good.
Yep.
And Wandile and Henny. Hello, Mika. Hello, Amor. Hello, Quentin. Hello, Juan. See, Ruan is there and Nick is there. And hey, Henny, you like it?
Jy is by die see, lekker by die see, Hardus.
It's amazing. Yes, we drove all the way from Joburg down yesterday. We left our house there at 5:15 yesterday morning, and we arrived here at 7:15. So it was a good 14-hour trip, but we've got 5 little dogs, and every 2 hours we stopped so that they could, wee and do their thing, and then the Wimpy and Bloemfontein was terrible. It was, I don't know, we always make the mistake of wanting to get breakfast, and then that takes an hour and a half because they're so slow. So, but it's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful in St. Francis. It was raining yesterday on the road for a while. The weather is fantastic. The scenery is great, guys. It's fabulous to be here. It feels like a whole new world. So yeah.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah, how far is it from here to where you guys are? It's from St. Francis to George. Is it far?
I think it's 2.5 hours drive.
Ja, around
Nee,
2.5.
Hey, look on ways. Maybe we've just got to come through and come and
Or maybe
meet you
we should
and go
come
for
to you. Or maybe, yes, you want to see the offices as well.
Yeah, it says 220 k's from here, so let me see. It says 3 hours 7 minutes, so we can
3
we
ure.
can go and maybe go and, as I say, sleep over and then come back the next day. Leave my kids behind. That'll be even better. That'll be better. Okay. So before we get going, any questions or comments? Anything that we need to discuss before we rock and roll? Robert, I just want to say well done before I forget. I believe you had the most people invited to Saturday morning's presentation, 16 of them. So well done. And then something else that I want to tell you, just on the by, let me see. I want to check if I've got Jacobus Venter's cell phone number correctly. Oh, yes, I have. He's read my WhatsApp. I sent him a WhatsApp, and I'll tell you about it later.
Okay.
Yeah, so things are cool. So any questions or comments before I get rocking and rolling?
No, I just want to say, I found out today, happy belated birthday to Henny, who turned the big 50 last week. I heard
did he?
he had a good
Happy
Thank you,
birthday,
Amor.
Henny.
Yeah, congratulations.
Thank you, Amor.
That's amazing. Sure. I wish I can't even remember 50 anymore. 33 years ago, but okay. So no questions or comments. You're all ready for me just to present, is that right? I can go. All right. Let me share my screen. And we can make it happy. Or we can make it. I'm looking at happy birthday that one dealer posted here. So it was it's one of those days. Otherwise,
There's 24, 23 participants, and it just became 24. I don't know if you want to hold on for a minute.
yeah, I can hold on for 1 minute. I'll hold on for one. We can talk rubbish for 1 more minute. I might then have to ask more to close, Zelda, and I have a meeting with these American ladies It's every Monday night at 9:30 our time, and they're quite demanding. And when I say by the demanding is, if you've concentrated and presented for an hour and a half, and then before this I had a 45-minute session with my coach in Italy. I've got this. I'll tell you about this for a minute. Just this was so interesting. Do you guys know Tony Robbins? Have you ever heard of him? He's really well known. I don't think he wants anyone to call him a motivational speaker.
Who's
but
that again?
He's a coach. Tony Robbins.
Oh, Tony Robbins, yes, a big guy.
Yes.
Yes, the very big guy. So what happened, Robert, is before COVID, we're now getting back into it. Every 4 months, we would take our top salespeople on an overseas trip. So Nick and Amor, that's on this meeting, they went with us. Tony Robbins had Unleash the Power Within us. It's the four-day seminar, and he held it in Singapore. So Nick and Amor did enough business to qualify. And then it was Zelda and I and Adner and who was it, just us, or was there anyone else? Who else went on the trip with us?
Just the 6 of us.
Just the 6 of us. So we flew from Joburg to Singapore on Singapore Airlines. Then we booked into the Marina Sands Hotel. It's let me show you the photos. You can see my screen, am I right?
Yep.
Yes.
Now, when I take people on these incentive trips, obviously I pay for all of it. So I paid for the seminar. This is the Marina Sands Hotel, guys. Let me see if the photo can become bigger. It's one of the most photographed hotels in the world because it looks like a boat. And its claim to fame is the swimming pool that's right on top of this boat structure. And it's the swimming pool that is featured most on Instagram. You can ask Nick and Amor. No one gets into the swimming pool without their cell phone. I mean, people are only interested in taking photos. And this is what it looks like. You're sitting in this pool and you're on top of the ship thing, and then you have this view. Here's a better photo of the hotel from the top. There's the swimming pool there. So we went on the Tony Robbins seminar, and what he does is it started on, I can't even remember, it started on a Friday morning, am I right? I think so. But in
Yes.
any case, he said, well, tonight by midnight, we're going to do this fire walk. You're going to walk over this hot bed of coals. And I said to the rest of the group, there's no fucking ways I'm doing that shit, I'm not going to do that. And by 11:30 that night, I was going to them, hey, fuck you, I'm going first. So, so we all walked barefoot over this 20-meter stretch of hot coals. It was incredible, and we had such a good time in Singapore. And then, we came back, and then I had 7,000 emails outstanding for the few days that I was gone, and I got Bell palsy from all the stress of coping with my email. It was but it was an incredible trip. I mean, we had
What
a
makes
really
it
good
now
time.
Hardus, what makes this interesting?
Yeah.
That I'm a qualified international fire walking instructor.
Really?
So I can build fires that
Well,
we can
then-
walk over. I've walked over 200 times already, so we can always organize. Henny needs to do it for his 50th birthday.
I think we could do that. Okay.
Thank you.
Let's before I become brave and say I'm in, let me quickly present. All right, I hope to say most of you know me already. If you don't, it's Hardus van Pletsen. You can just call me Hardus, don't do the Mr. or whatever. CEO of SMC and Quick Trade. There's my telephone number. Please save it on your phone and WhatsApp me. Don't phone. Please don't email. Jeez, I get 2,000 emails a day and I just can't keep it. So please, if you WhatsApp me. I am so stoked now that I speak about WhatsApp. We've deployed this new WhatsApp communication system with our clients. and it's had all sorts of growth pains to, and this afternoon I kind of got it working quite nicely, and it's going to be a game changer. People love being WhatsApp. You see the responses I'm getting, and FX back office is building it better for us, so it's cool. That's just a side note. Okay, here's my Instagram page. Please follow me so I can follow you back. I was quite proud today. I hit 3,400 followers, and they're all real. No fake followers on my Instagram. Please, people, to look at my Instagram name and not follow back fake profiles. I'm now famous because people are trying to, well, I'm Instagram famous, I feel, because there's been 2 fake profiles. One's got this year with the number 1, at the end, and the other one is my profile with an underscore at the end. So please don't follow anyone else. We're going to talk about Stock Market College and Quick Trade. 99% of the chat tonight is going to be about Stock Market College. I'm going to quickly give you the history because most of you have heard it, and you know, you'll get the program as we go. Yeah, Amora's definitely the social media queen. Did it go well on Saturday, Henny? Did you learn some stuff with her? That's wonderful. She's absolutely fantastic.
Yes,
you know, I
yes,
was on this call.
She knows her stuff.
I was on
Hardus.
this. She knows this stuff, eh? So let me give the history of our 2 businesses. Stock Market College, we started 20 odd years ago. On the 17th of October, we had our 20th birthday as a business. In 2012, when we started, we were just selling a course that will teach people how to trade. In 2008, Zelda said to me, we can't just sell a course. We've got to get our clients to actually open a trading account and trade, because when they do that, then they have a chance to make their money back, the money that they've spent on buying the course. And I mean, it's no use if you're spending money and time studying, but you don't get the rewards. So she then told me, you know, she heard we can be introducing brokers. That's what they call someone who introduces clients to a broker, and that these people will pay us commission. So we promptly went off and found a broker and signed up with them, and that's where our problem started. The first broker, we gave over 2,000 clients, and that person didn't pay us a cent. The next broker, the service was really, really bad. The next broker was a listed company, and the service was okay, but once we gave them a few thousand clients, they turned around and said, we don't want all the rats and mice, we now want to become picky. So after trying about 9 brokers, we got so sick and tired of it that Zelda said in 2013, let's start our own broking firm. So we registered Quick Trade, and it became a financial services provider in 2014. At that time, we still used the platform from another broker. We gave them thousands of clients. And then in end of 2018, we decided we've got to buy our own license for MetaTrader 5, this platform, the most widely used platform in the world. And which is what we did. And then there was the ODP license. The new law came out in 2019, or in 18 actually, and we applied to become an over-the-counter derivatives provider. And we got that license at the start of this year. So it's been a long journey for us with stepping stones to get to where we are today. And we're excited and proud and all the other things that go with it. So here is the important thing. I made this realization that we all talk about what happens in our business because we're used to it every day. But here is our success journey. The ideal situation for any client that joins our business is we'd like someone to start on the course with Stock Market College, because the statistics show that people who've done the course trade better than those who haven't. So like a fact. So ideally, we'd like to teach people to trade properly. And if you're a student of Stock Market College, we call you a student. Then what we're going to talk about tonight after we spoke about the course is how you can be our affiliate. Now, if you're an affiliate, it's on one of my slides because I assumed everyone understands what an affiliate is. as an affiliate, what you do is you refer people to Stock Market College. You do this mostly online, and then Stock Market College pays you a commission for doing so. So it took me a while to realize that people don't understand that they can be a student and at the same time, while they're learning to trade, they can be an affiliate and they can make money doing so. And then I realized that people don't understand that if I'm a student, now I'm this affiliate, I'm making money doing that I'm obviously going to open a trading account with Quick Trade, and now I'm going to be a trader. So when people get to step number 3, they don't always consciously realize that they're a student of Stock Market College, they're an affiliate of Stock Market College, they're called a trader because they trade with Quick Trade, and then suddenly they realize, oops, okay, I can become an introducing broker for Quick Trade, and I can refer people to Quick Trade, and I can get paid for that. So I guess what you need to grasp is this: when you're a student, you learn, but you have 3 other opportunities to make money. You have the opportunity to make money as an affiliate. You have the opportunity to make money when you trade. You have the opportunity to make money being an introducing broker. Everyone with me so far? Oh, yes, my oldest daughter is, of my 3 children, definitely my favorite. The other 2 are around here, so they can clearly hear me say that. She made me a cup of coffee. Let me first just taste if it's okay. Otherwise, my son will become my favorite. Well, I definitely need one more of those naturally sweet, please. That's terrible. Will you put one in for me, please, baby? So yes, please, if you see lots of people in the background, my kids, teenagers are here, they've got friends over, but they've been told to be quiet, so they wouldn't disturb us. Any questions on this slide, or are you all okay with it? Happy? Come, I've got to quickly, I'm going to waste your time for 2 minutes. How my daughter, my youngest daughter, put me in my place, and then I had the opportunity to kick butt with her in return. So every December, this is our 3rd December at this house, and we come for like a month, 5 weeks. And then they invite all these friends. So after a while, I started complaining and said, listen, you know, all this costs time and money and this and that, and what the hell, you know? So my youngest daughter turned around and said, listen, Dad, we've got 5 jet skis. Now, when we go out to sea, we take 5 jet skis. So if there's five people each on a jet ski, or 10 people, 2 people on a jet ski, it's the same thing. We're still going out with 5 jet skis. Now, I mean, what do you say? I mean, there's no real comeback, am I right? Now, it's a 5-bedroom house, but we normally have 14 or 16 people here. So some people sleep on a couch and others sleep on a mattress. So my 2 daughters always have a fight because they don't want to share their bedroom with anyone, not even with each other. So when they bitched about the bedroom, I turned around and I said, listen, guys, it's a 5-bedroom house. And if one person sleeps alone in the bed or 2 people sleep in the bed, it's the same thing. And she didn't have a comeback on it, so I thought that was really cool. This slide is just to remind you of the presentation schedule. Every night, Monday to Friday. Monday night, we're doing the presentation we're doing tonight, the course and affiliate one. Tuesday night, a bit of affiliate training. And please, last week, Tuesday, I think it's very important to say that when I talk about me doing affiliate training, I'm not closely as good as Amor. I'm not closely as talented as she is, you know, all those things that go with it. So it's like a high level overview to make people understand what does it really take to be an affiliate. But, you know, with the advanced training that she's giving, it really makes a difference. On Wednesday nights, we have our Q&A, Quick Trade Q&A, and that's the ideal time to invite people who want to know about Quick Trade as a broker. And then on a Thursday night, we've got the IB presentation and training, which once again is also just a high level overview. And once, we've got that going, then it's better. So let's talk about trading quickly. Please put it in the chat. Who of you have actually traded before? I know that we're going to have a fairly high percentage because many of those of you on the call are clients of Stock Market College. So you're already students and you already have a trading account with QuickTrade and you've now traded. But bye. Oh, I have to tell you something else about my kids. My youngest daughter is really in charge. She's 17. But my wife and I, the first Christmas, we called them over and said, listen, if we're sitting at the table and we're working and your friends walk in and out, at least they can greet us. They can say hello and thank you and goodbye and whatever. So now my youngest daughter, before the friends come in, she calls them in a huddle by the front door and say, let me give you the rules of what you should do when you see my parents. They get coached up front, This is how you should behave if you want to be invited back. So that was cool. Okay, so you said, no one said, have you traded? Let me scroll, make sure I didn't miss. In the chat box, please, guys. Let me hear a few. So Mika has traded before. Let me taste my coffee. That's so much better. Yes, until it's traded. Friends obviously traded, that's great. Profit not yet. Okay. Cool. So if you speak to members of the public, like Joseph and his mate, what I found is that only 2% of people, 2 out of every 100 would actually say to me, yes, I've traded. Now, there are reasons why people have not traded. I'm going to show you the reasons and tell you that most of them are rubbish. There's only one true reason. The true reason is people don't trade because they don't have the knowledge. Now, these reasons are, I always feel that I don't spend enough time on them when we do affiliate training, because this is the best way of having a conversation with someone. It's something that you can use over the telephone when you're at a braai, when you're standing in the queue at Woolworths, whatever, and people talk about trading. My question often people would ask me, what do you do for a living? And I'd say, no, we've got this broking firm. And they'd say, oh, that sounds really interesting. And my first question to them would be, well, have you ever traded before? Now think about that question. I'm doing this especially because I know Mika would get immense value out of it. If you say to someone, have you ever traded before? What are the only 2 answers that they can give? It's either yes or no. Am I right? And we know that in the majority of the case, the answer would be no. We know that up front. Are you all with me? Now it becomes simple, because if someone says to me, no, I've never traded, all I have to do is say to them, why not? What I'm doing by asking them why not, I'm putting them in a position where they have to justify why they've not done so. Now, you'll be surprised, the clever ones would turn around and say, well, I don't have the knowledge. I don't know how to. And that's the only true answer. The ones that don't think about the answer, and it's maybe not that clever, they'll come up with the other 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 reasons. And whenever people give me any of those 5 reasons, the first thing that I realize is that they have a lack of knowledge. And I want to, let's do an exercise. Henny, would you mind taking yourself off mute? I'm going to ask you, have you ever traded? We're going to do role play. You're going to say no. I'm going to ask why not, and then give me any of those 5 reasons printed in black ink. Okay.
Okay, so
any
I'm
of you
supposed to say, well, I've never traded.
correct? I'm
Okay.
going to say, have you ever traded? You're going to say no. I'm going to ask you why not. You're going to give
I'm
me one of those
scared.
reasons, and I'm going to.
I'm scared
Okay.
it's risky.
So, all right. So tell me, Henny, why would it be scary or risky for you?
Hardus, because it's something I've never done before, and I'd rather stick to traditional stuff. We
Okay.
I can
So,
make money.
so Henny, so what you're saying to me is you have a lack of knowledge, am I right?
That's correct. Yes, Hardus.
Did you see how I handled that, guys? How simple is that? I mean, of course, it's normal for people to be scared of trading. It's normal for them to be risky because anything that you know very little about, I mean, think about the first time that you try to drive a car or ride a bicycle or have been invited to a party. It's normal to be scared of something that's new that you know nothing about, that you've not experienced before. So the moment someone says to me, I'm scared of it, risky, what they're really telling me up front is, I don't know enough about the subject to be comfortable. And then it's easy for me to say, oh, so it's knowledge your problem? Yes, okay. Now I can, and once they admit that knowledge is the problem, then there's a need to learn. And that justifies the course. Does that make sense? I mean, let me do another role play. I'll ask Quentin. Quentin, I'm going to ask you, have you ever traded? You say no. Give me any of those reasons.
No, I have no time.
Okay. Tell me, Quentin, how much time do you think it takes to trade?
I believe it takes a whole day to trade because you need to figure out algorithms and
Okay, that's not
which is going
correct.
up and down.
Okay, so that's not correct. So let me ask you, what is your knowledge like on trading?
Yeah, very, very limited.
Okay, so your real problem is your lack of knowledge. Am I right?
Correct.
Thank you. Who's going to do any other objection? Who else wants to role play with me on any of the other three that's left? Come on, don't be shy.
Hardus, one that normally comes up.
Yes.
People talk about investing. And
Yes.
that's your last one there is, I'll give my money to someone to invest. And lots of people have done it and have burnt. So
Yes.
yeah, that's normally one, that
Okay.
comes up, and that's immediate resistance. So yeah, I'll leave it to you.
So let me do that role play. So let me ask you, Annie, why are you giving your money to someone else? Why are you not doing it yourself? Why are you not
Hardus,
taking charge of trading yourself?
Hardus, I'm 50 years old. I don't know any of this stuff, So I gave my whole pension to someone, and I'm hoping to get some bucks back.
And Annie, if you don't get bucks back, what then?
Then I'm pretty screwed.
Okay. I just want to come back to your answer. You gave your money to someone else. Why? Because you?
I needed to grow my investment or my pension fund.
I understand. But let me ask you the question again. Why did you not do it yourself? Why did you give the money to those people? Why did you not take charge
I
yourself?
actually didn't have knowledge of anything else.
So that's your real problem, am I right?
Yes.
Now let's think about that for a moment. I mean, it sounds so simple and obvious because it is. Why would someone give their money to anyone else if they could do it themselves? If they could save all these fees that they pay all these people, if they could take the maximum profit for themselves. So the moment someone says to me, I give my money to someone else, I know upfront that they're only doing that because they don't have enough knowledge to take care of it themselves. I can tell you from hard experience, from 30 odd years of being in this business, is if you know what you're doing, you're spending maybe 20 minutes a day on your trading and your research and whatever, and that time will make you a shitload more money than spending 8 hours at the office for 20 days of the month. Once people have started trading successfully, they understand that. They know they've seen the results, they've tasted the money. I have that, you know, often people say, well, I don't have money to trade. And it's exactly the same as I have no time. My first question to those people would be, well, how much money do you think it takes? And inevitably, they wouldn't even know. They'd say, well, what, 5 grand or 20 grand or $500,000 or whatever. And I don't really care what answer they give. When they give me an amount of money, I say, okay, that's not right. Tell me, what's your knowledge like? And then they would say, okay, I don't know enough. It's the same thing with I'm not interested.
You're hitting
Yeah.
it on the nail there. With the and thank you, Amor, for making it known that I've turned 50, but I'm actually Hardus is older than me. But anyway, it's more of the unknown. People, everyone knows about trading. Trading has been around forever. If you look at the Bible, everyone's been trading, whether it's been in gold and silver and whatever. Trading's been around forever. But the knowledge of how to trade, and in today's day and age, you can trade if you've got a cell phone. If you've got a smartphone, if you've got a laptop, you can trade. So, you know, it's more of a knowledge thing. And you know what, when you speak to people, older people, a lot of them burnt. A lot of them have given their pensions to family members, to
Yes, of course.
invest or whatever, and they've been burnt. Where with trading and with the knowledge of trading, they can only blame themselves. They can't say, I've given it to my son-in-law or to my daughter or to my son or whatever, and they've blown it. If they get the knowledge, and that's why Stock Market College is so awesome, because you learn. You learn. If you lose the money, you've lost the money. No one else. You can't blame anyone else. So, okay, sorry, I don't want to go off on something, but
no, I mean, that's you're making now. This is where you've got to be careful, and I'm saying it up front, and it's important that everyone on the school knows it. Everyone's lazy to learn. So what we need to focus, it's just when we talk about trading, it's like joining the gym. For those of you who've joined the gym, you go to the gym, and a successful salesman at the gym will take you through the gym, and they'll walk with you, but they'll ask you questions like, well, what is it that you want to achieve? And we all know you're going to the gym because you want to lose fat, or you want to build muscle, or you become fit. No one, and I'm saying it honestly, few of us, and I'm one of those, want to pay the price and do everything that it takes to look like a Greek god or a whatever the case might be. I mean, there's more. I can tell you, she's training really hard for the last few months. I'll brag, when Zelda and I got married, she was in great shape and I was terribly fat. I was 126 kilograms. And 10 weeks before our wedding, we found this personal trainer, and on my wedding day, I was 99 kilos. I don't want to do that again, but it's possible. So what we need to be careful with is don't focus too much on the course and the lectures and the work, because people are scared of that shit. What they want to know is, there is a way for me to make money if I have the correct knowledge. And the course is a byproduct of that. It's just a vehicle to get you there. And that's, you'll see, I particularly don't spend a lot of time on the lectures and classes and whatever, because no one wants to work. We all want to make money for doing very little or bugger all. The cool thing is, once someone is signed up on the course and they realize the good support and the fantastic classes and the online this and the that and whatever, then it's easier to make a success. So please keep that in mind tonight when you sign up as a new client of ours, or if you're here as an affiliate and you're learning more. Be careful that you don't talk about the work too much. And I hope that you've learned, say to someone, have you ever traded? No. Why not? Whatever the reasons they give you, it's easy to handle it. It all comes back to a lack of knowledge. So please, in the chat box, people come to us because they want to make money. So, and this is also, if you're an affiliate, these are excellent questions to ask people. Geez, I'm now doing affiliate training. I'm not even doing a presentation. But I mean, think about it from your own viewpoint. Let me turn it into a sales presentation. I mean, you're here because you want to make money, am I right? You're not here for any other reason. Surely you have better things to do on a Monday night than to come and listen to me. So the kind of questions that you should ask yourself is, how much money do I want to make every month from trading? Because that's the only reason why you get into it. What's the amount of money that I want to make? When do I want to make that money? And then obviously why? So if you're an affiliate and you're speaking to someone on the telephone like Mika's doing, or in person, and you've established that people have a lack of knowledge, the kind of questions to discuss with them is, well, if you could learn to trade, what is the kind of money that you like to make a month? When do you want to make that money? Because when you ask people, when do you want to make that money? That's when they say, well, I'm 50 and I'm going to retire in 10 years and I've realized I can't do so. Or, you know, I want to give my kids a better life than what I've had. Or I dream of traveling to Singapore and to go and stay in the marina sands and look out on the gardens on the bay. And geez, if I think about it now, you can ask Nick and Amor. We went out to this, what's that famous chef to his restaurant?
Gordon Ramsay.
Oh yes, we went to a Gordon Ramsay restaurant, man, and we ate like kings. And next to it there was this milkshake bar that made milkshakes that you've never seen. It's never seen anything like it. It was like on another incentive trip. This was so funny. We went to, what was that island that we went to? Off Singapore, Bintan Island. No, not Bintan. And I took a different group of people, and we were traveling to the Chinese neighborhood in Singapore, and two of them dawdled and the train door closed and we left them on the station, and there we fucked off. They had the good sense to climb into the next train, and we had the good sense to get off at the next station. So when the next train arrived and the doors opened, they were relieved to see us and we were relieved to see them. So that was fun. And then just coming back to training presentation, is we all have reasons why we want to make money. I mean, think about your own reasons. You're here tonight because you're saying, one of you could say, well, I can't live off the money that I'm making right now, so I'm looking for another source of income. Some of you might be saying, you know, life has been better to me than it's been at the moment, and I want to get back to where I've been. Some of you might say, I deserve better than what I have. I deserve a lot better than what I have, and to get what I deserve, all I need is X amount of money. So when you ask people why they want to start making the money, that's when you find what motivates them. And once you understand what motivates people, then it becomes easier to say to them, well, let's show you how you can make the kind of money to make your dreams and goals come true. So often I ask these questions, but I don't spend as much quality time as I'm doing tonight on explaining to you why I'm asking it and what's the right English for it? What is it that motivates people to take action? Does that make sense? So these questions are exceptionally impactful if you use them correctly. So we've got to talk about how do I become rich? Working for money, saving your money, policies, property. It's not going to do it for you. I have to share this with you personally. My father was an accountant. He was a very hardworking man. He died. He wasn't rich. And it was because he was very conservative. And he was taught that, I'm going to work for my money and I'm going to save. And yes, I'll show you now. You're never going to become rich doing that. So how you can make money is if you learn to trade and you can become an affiliate. That I can show you will make you oodles more money than saving money in the bank. So let's go through the bank thing quickly. This is where you take your calculator on your cell phone and you help me. I want you to punch 5,000 bucks into your calculator, and now I'm going to genuinely say, give me answers in the chat. There's a very important reason why I'm actually getting you to use the calculator on your cell phone. Let me explain to you why. Never ever do the calculation for anyone that you are showing about our product. There are reasons for it. Firstly, when you do the calculation, it doesn't have the same impact to that person than when they do it themselves. Because when they do it themselves, it's true and it's real and they experience it properly. I just have to say before I forget that Quinton's cat looked really cool. I wanted to say earlier, I like your pussy, Quinton, and then I thought better of it. My wife's giving me a dirty look. Our accountant, Bernice, loves the cat, and she sits with her when she has Zoom staff meetings, and it's always fun. But coming back to the point, when I get you to use your cell phone and do the calculation, I know that you are part of the exercise and you experience it. So I see Stephen Molloy is on. Stephen, I hope you've got your calculator. Derek, Victor Santo. So I'm going to take 5,000 bucks. These days, I'm not going to even ask you. I'm going to tell you. Most of the banks, you'll be lucky to get 6% per annum growth on your money. So please take your calculator, punch 5,000 Rand in there. And it can be 5,000 pula, or it can be $5,000, or whatever the currency is that you're most familiar with. And give me the answer. Let me just kill this goal and tell this guy. I'm going to say yes, he is. Is Anthony on the call by any chance? No. I will ask him to phone you. Okay, then I'm helping one of our clients. He's going to be happy and sorted. Sorry about that, guys, but he WhatsApp called me, and it's always like to make sure that people get service and it's all on the go. So what's the answer? There we are. I see that the answer is coming in. Thank you for helping me there. You've got 5,300 Rand. So your profit is obviously what you have minus what you started with. So if I do the mental math and I take 5,300 minus the 5 grand I've started with, it's my profit 300 Rand for the year. What's the days in a year? 365. We all know that from when we're like 4. So to see how much profit you make per day, you're going to take your profit, which is 300 bucks, divided by 365 days, and that's how much? What's the answer, people? 82 cents. Now here are the questions that make a difference. How long did it take you to make 300 Rand profit? How long? Don't be shy. Tell me. 1 year. How many months is a year?
365.
12 months. 365 days. I mean, isn't that scary? How much did you have to start with to make 300 Rand? You needed 5,000. I mean, let's be honest about it. If I give you 300 Rand, 100 Rand notes right now, you've waited 1 year for it. What can you honestly go and do with 300 bucks that's lasting? Can you have think about it. What can you go and do with 300 Rand? You can't put petrol in your car and fill it up. Am I right? Long gone anymore. Can you take 2 people to the Spur for dinner? Can you? I don't think so. Can
No,
you,
we can't.
No, you can't. Can you? 300 Rand's worth shit. I mean, that's the reality. Never mind.
You can only
82.
buy data or
80
airtime.
Yes, you can buy airtime or data or something. And now the problem is your money's stuck for a year. Is it worth it? No. Why are people doing it? Most people are doing this because they've never seen this exercise. I don't know if you think back to the first time you saw it, how you felt. And that's why I say, don't be scared to show people this, to say to them, let me show you why you'll never get rich from putting money in the bank. And if you just follow my instructions and you make it unfold one step at a time, it hits people really hard. You know, where it really hits you hard is when you become a little older, like Henny and I, and I don't know who else would be in that category. Robert looks 31, so, you know, he's out of account. But when you think you've got maybe, 10 years go past in a flash, when you think you've got 10 years left and then you're going to retire and then you're thinking, well, how am I going to live? Do I want to be a burden on my children? Do I want to get my life together? And I guess that's why trading was always so attractive to me. I mean, do you want to go and find a second or a third job to try and make it meet? Or do you want to use your mind, make the right kind of decisions because you've got knowledge on how to trade and other people do the work? What makes more sense? That's what I like. You don't have to sweat physically in order to be making money. So yeah, I can get carried away with it. Obviously, why do we get such poor returns from the banks and policies? It's because your money has to pay fees to lots of people on the way to ending up on the market to be traded. I mean, you're paying a financial advisor and a manager and an asset manager, and I don't have to convince you of this. All you need to do is look at the buildings that a Liberty Life and a Discovery and all these insurance companies have, and you know that they're making oodles and oodles of money from you and I. We pay for all of that, not them. Got it? So if we're paying for all of that infrastructure, all those people, all those buildings, etc., imagine if we didn't have to pay for it, what we'd be able to put in our pockets. A lot more than the measly 6% we're getting now. But you can't do that if you don't have the knowledge to take charge of the money yourself. That's where stock market college and the course fits in. You can't trade if you don't have a trading account. That's where quick trade fits in, man. Got it? So I took these screenshots of companies that grew nicely and they had all household names, Investec and Sorgelstan and Sun International and City Lodge and Sasol and Richmond and here you can see 100%, 700%, this, that, whatever. But here's the simple thing that you need to know about trading. I drew this graph and I said 3 trading basics. You can see on the graph, let me take my mouse and point it out to you. There's rands and cents over here. time over there. Now, because our clients trade commodities and currencies and indices, you're able to trade 24 hours a day, Monday to Friday. But what you need to understand is that midnight on Sunday night or 1 second past midnight on a Monday morning, the market starts trading, and every single second, 24 hours a day, people are buying and selling all these instruments. Instruments is a grand word, a collective noun. Hope my English is cool. All these things that you can trade. But what you need to understand is second by second, as this happens, the prices of these things go up or down or go sideways. It's constantly being traded. Now, people ask me, well, why is that such a big deal? It's a big deal because these movements create opportunity for us to buy low and sell high. And the difference between those two things is our profit. I always at this point love to make that comparison. If you're selling loose cigarettes at the taxi rank, it's the same concept as being a trader, because if you buy a box of cigarettes and there's 20 cigarettes and you've paid R2 a cigarette and you go and sell it at the taxi stand at R2.50 a cigarette, your profit is R2.50 minus the R2 you paid. You've got your 50 cents, but you're never going to become rich if you only sell one cigarette. You've got to sell many of them. And this is a concept that I want to make sure people understand, because sometimes clients come and they think they're going to trade once and now they're going to be rich. And you need to get into the swing of things to understand that trading is a constant thing that can make you money continuously on a daily basis. I said to someone last week, said, how's it going? And I said, no, well, I had quite a few clients that made great money. And he looked a bit confused. And I said, well, let me ask you, why did you not make money today? It took him a while to work out. Well, I didn't trade. Okay. So what did you think is going to happen? Is that the profit's just going to appear magically? You've got to actually take some action. Does that make sense to you, Beth?
Yes.
Yes, and I see Annie says in the chat, inflation is 20% per year. I agree. I can tell you, I feel a lot poorer today than I did 3 years ago before COVID. You can't buy nothing with $1,000. I mean, it's not going anywhere. So what's really important is we'd like you to earn while you learn. So one of the biggest challenges that we found that is to get people to start trading. And then we found a solution for it, and the solution was even better than we expected. The solution was that Quick Trade sends trading signals to our clients on your MetaTrader 5. So it allows our clients, when they start the course and they don't have enough knowledge to trade themselves, to just monkey see, monkey do. You follow the trading signals that are provided by qualified people at Quick Trade, whose job it is to analyze the market and give these signals. And if you just blindly follow them in the beginning, you know that with some of these signals you'll make money, some of you'll lose money. But if you make money more often than lose, then you'll become rich. Does that make sense? So I'll tell you what's the biggest deal about these trading signals. And this is something that you must keep in mind. And you must not neglect to mention it to people. Are you ready for it? When you do something and you get a result, then you feel like a winner. Then you're motivated to do more shit. So what I found very powerful about these trading signals is someone starts on the course. Now you start doing a lecture or two and you say, oh, oops, okay, this is actually a little bit of work. But now you get a trading signal and you act on it and you make 500 or 1,000 or 2,000 or 5,000 or 20,000 or whatever. Now it becomes much easier to say, you know what, if I could make this kind of money and I don't even know what I'm doing, can you imagine what the potential is once I know what I'm doing? That's what makes people study. That's what makes people be motivated to open the next lecture and say, let me learn this stuff. They've already tasted success. Can I repeat that statement? They've already tasted success. There's nothing like making some bucks and it was easy. Got it? So please focus on the fact that we help you step by step and you have the opportunity to earn while you learn. That's like really important. So here is a real trading signal that we sent out on the 13th of July. It was for multi-choice. How do I know that? It says QT, that's for quick trade trading signal. The date it was sent out, MCG, is the 3-letter code. All shares on the JSE has 3-letter codes for multi-choice. Excuse me, that's the date and the time was sent out. It says buy at 108 Rand 50. TP is for target price, sell at 124 Rand and 6 cents. And then there's a link for you to click on, and new students can watch the video of why the guys at Quick Trade sent out this trading signal. How did they arrive at the decision to say this is a trade idea? We'd like you to take action on it. So, but what's very good is every time you watch the video, you learn a little bit more about what do I need to do to make a decision of what is a good trade and what not. You learn about graphs and charts and technical analysis, and it's like ongoing. I mean, in a good day, we send out 7 trading signals for the day. And this helps people with the lack of time, because when you can trade 7 times a day and you just follow the instructions, then time's not a big deal. Does that make sense? And once you make a little bit of money, then it becomes... So George says, what's the success rate of signals, wins versus losses, average? I'm so glad he asked that question. Where's George? Let me see. Where's George's name? Why don't I see George's name? Is George still in the call?
Yes, he is.
It's Hardus, I'm here.
Okay. George, can I tell you how people screw it up? Are you ready? So what's very important to understand is that these trading signals, firstly, are time sensitive. I mean, they sent because there's an opportunity that came up that has been identified. So if people do what we tell them to do, it's been my experience that they'll make money 80% of the time. Where it becomes really difficult is if we send out a trading signal at 1 minute past 9 o'clock, and now the person at 12 o'clock says, okay, now I want to do something. You're 3 hours late. If you're getting 3 hours late, and the price has already moved significantly and it's closer to where you want to sell, then of course you're not going to make a lot of money. And then you've got to be careful that the spread or the commissions you pay, and that doesn't wipe out your profit. And then you can turn around and say, well, the trading signals don't work. Of course it won't work, because it's time sensitive. That's the first problem we experience in real life. The second problem is people, fear and greed control a lot of your decisions until such time as you've built up enough knowledge with the course and experience with trading to realize I've got to just take it in my stride. So what we often find is that people sell too quickly. They make a little bit of money. Now they get overly excited and they don't close the trade where the trading signals say they should. They do it too soon. And often the other problem is obviously they close it too late. They go past the point where they should have sold, and then it starts coming down, and now they hang on. But these how to handle and overcome these mistakes, we obviously teach in the course. And I don't want to launch into a lecture on timing, because I can easily do that, and I love doing that. So So please, it is not possible. I cannot promise you that the trading signals will be 80% correct. I'll be lying to you, and I'll get myself into trouble with the FSCA because the markets move and anything can happen. I can tell you categorically, though, that those people who improve their knowledge and follow instructions, statistically, it's been proven over and over and over and over again that they're a lot more successful than people who've not done the course. And when you see it, the statistic, I mean, it's like night and day. It's unreal. Any case, let me move on so that we can hopefully get to the exciting part for me, which is always the affiliate thing. So yes, I'm glad you had some value, George. But that's, I'm going to get sidetracked again because it's important for me to tell you this. Obviously, as a quick trade client, you can attend our trading room session. And this is where live trading takes place in a group. And then it becomes easier to, when you've got the support of other people, to keep on doing the right things until you've gained enough confidence to solo, to do this on your own. What I want to show you or teach you here is I've got a trade idea for you here. And it says they buy at 108.50 and sell at 124. There's obviously a difference between those two prices. There's been fluctuation. And when obviously the graph never looks as nice and beautiful and smooth as I've drawn it for you here, but I wanted to carry the concept across to you. There you can see there's the price has come down to 108.50 and it's gone up to 124. What I want to do is buy somewhere in this area. So just because I've got OCT. So George, imagine if you're only getting like there, maybe at 119 Rand, and now you want to sell at 124. Well, what people do is they get in here at like 120 Rand, they wait too long, and then it hits 124 and they say, I've not made enough money, and then they don't sell, and then they wait and the thing comes down and they sell at 116, but they bought at 118, and you're really losing money. So what we teach in the course is how to look at these charts and graphs and how to analyze it. And with experience and the knowledge, you'll start learning how to do this better. Because it's like anything else. You're not going to be perfect from the word go. Well, now and then you get a lucky bastard who's really... but for most of us, we go through the learning curve and we become better at what we do. Does that make sense? So I want to buy here and I want to sell there. So that's easy now. If I do the calculation, I take the same 5,000 bucks. Please take your calculator and help me. So put 5,000 Rand into your calculator. You're going to divide it by 108 Rand and 50 cents because we want to see how many shares we're going to buy. It's just like going to buy t-shirts at the shop. If you've got 5,000 bucks and the shop selling the t-shirts for 108 Rand 50, in this case, I'm not going to buy 46 t-shirts. I'm going to buy 46 shares. Now, your answer might be 46, whatever. And you can keep that answer in, or you can clear your calculator and make it 46. I don't really care. But what you now need to understand is, in this case, you've got 46 shares. And if the price goes up to 124, your number of shares don't increase. It's just the value that has gone up. So if I take 46 shares and I multiply it by 124, there's the math. It's you might be 10 Rand more or lower, depending on if you cleared your calculator on 46 something shares, or you kept it just like that. But that doesn't really matter. The important thing that matters is how much profit did you make, guys? In this case, around about 700 bucks, am I right? So here's the questions now. How long did it take me to make this 700 Rand? Anyone?
One day.
Can I tell you? One day. What did you start with? 5,000 bucks. Did you have access with your money? Yes, your money is not stuck for a year. you can draw the money whenever you like. What can you do with it? A little bit more with $700 than with 82 cents, am I right? So here is the big deal. 700 Rand's not going to make anyone excited. That's not going to change your life. But now you can use your calculator again. And this is what I try and explain to people, and they grasp this easier and quicker than many other things we try and teach. Let's say you trade on Monday and you make 700 Rand. When you wake up on Tuesday, are you going to say, screw it, I'm not trading today? Or are you going to say, I'm going to trade? Once you've tasted the butt. Am I right to say you're going to trade on Tuesday? Am I right?
Yes.
And on Wednesday? And on Thursday and on Friday? So if you can get to the point where you can make just 700 Rand a day, so take 700 Rand in your calculator multiplied by 5 days. How much money is that? It's 3.5 grand, am I right? Are you going to only trade 1 week of the month, or are you going to trade every week? So if you make 3,500 Rand a week and you make it for 4 weeks, what are you walking home with now? Now it's 14,000. 14,000, maybe you can pay school fees for one child, or maybe it's the car payment, or maybe it's for your medical aid, or maybe it's for that money you're putting away for retirement, or maybe it's money that you're putting aside to take that long-awaited trip to Thailand that you've wanted to do your whole life. You with me? Now, the cool thing is knowledge, or applied knowledge, is power. Once we could teach you to make that kind of money and you learn, it's a skill that no one can take away from you. This means that it's like if you become a medical doctor or a lawyer, or you are an artist and you can draw. Once you've got that skill, it can't be taken away from you. I think that's maybe the thing that I don't emphasize enough is you are going to empower yourself. You are going to gain the knowledge to make money for you for the rest of your life. Got it? And here's the thing, who's the most important person in your life? Is it me or you? I think you know the answer to that, am I right? That's what makes it so exciting when people become empowered to do this, because there's the comparison, man. I mean, really, do you want to put your money in the bank? Yeah, no risk, no reward. Doesn't take any time or effort or energy or whatever. You give your money to someone else, all those shitty reasons, but you can see the difference. If I'm correct, I don't think you can buy a chappie for 82 cents. Can you? How much is a chappie these days? Who can tell me? Who knows? Someone said 25 cents. I'll tell you a secret. I'm so old. I can remember when I was like 6 years old, I could buy a tin of condensed milk for 6 cents. That was the price.
I used to buy chappies
that's-
for half a cent.
Exactly. Well, Mika, you carry your age very well. You know, for someone of 63, you look really cool.
Ha ha.
No, I know you're much younger. I'm just teasing. So then I've got these screenshots. I mean, this is real traders. It comes from the quick trade portal. Here is like a beginner trader. This guy did 20 trades over 4 days, 5 negative trades, 15 positive, started with 5,000, made 3,427 bucks. This is like a beginner. This one is more intermediate. He started with quite a bit more money, 118,000, made 29,000 over 5 days. You can see there's positive and negative trades. one thing that the course will teach you is you're not going to become traumatized when you lose money. You have to understand up front that not every trade that you're going to make is going to work out. And you're going to be quite emotionally okay with it because it doesn't matter if it doesn't. All you want to do is trade successfully more often than not, because over a period of time, your profits will stack up and you'll become really rich. That's all you need to do. Got it? And then there's a professional trader. This guy, 730,000 and made 230,000 Rand profit. Now, I have to tell you this. You know what? I never do this. I'm going to do something that I've never shown any of you. I'm going to start my windows. I want to show you real traders and the money they make so that you can, okay, you might see their names and surnames. You won't see any other details. So I'm quite okay to show you. Okay, I'm actually signing into MetaTrader because I'm so tired of telling people that you can make money and then, you know, they're still stupid about it. So give me a minute. Let me show you this. You're going to love it. Are you ready? Please, someone say yes.
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 Okay.
Yes.
So I'm going to show you a summary, a trade report, okay? Let's start with I'll show you here where it's got the star. I'm going to change it from star to real because I want to show you real trading accounts, not demo accounts, not this, not that, real trading accounts. Happy with that? Everyone?
Yes.
Okay. So
Yes.
let me just show you the top line. This here is the person's MetaTrader 5 trading account, 148095. It's actually trading name in a company's name, FTM. This person deposited 715,000 with us. Now I have to show you the time frame here. I can change this time. This is from the 1st of January to the 7th of the 10th. I can change it to today's date. Let me actually do that. What is today? It's the 5th of December, am I right? Okay, and I say recalculate and I'll recalculate the profits. So FTM, this client, come on. Let me go back to trades, summary report, real trading accounts, not any demos or whatever. So this person, FTM, whoever runs this company, deposited 715,000 with Quick Trade. And here you can see swaps and commissions. This person over this period made a profit of 980,000 Rand. That's 20,000 Rand short of $1 million. And you can see that this person withdrew 1,693,000 from his trading account. And right now the balance is 30 Rand. This client is quite an interesting trader, Joshua Mtumuni. He deposited for this time period 604,000. He withdrew some money. He's made 400,000 profit. Right now, he's got 846,000 Rand in his account. Tell me if you like it or not.
I like it.
Okay, are you ready for me? Can I scare you? Can I say the word shitless? Are you ready?
Gaan groot.
I'm going to click at the top. I'm going to click on the top of this profit line. Then it's like an Excel spreadsheet. It's going to show the biggest losers at the top. Louis Parker, this guy, how much money has he lost in this time period trading? Can you read it? Can I try and zoom in? I don't think I can zoom in on my windows with my. He lost 2,793,000 Rand in this time period. The second person is Jacobus Daniel. He lost 1,933,000 trading. The next person is Albert Baggio Victor. And the next person is, sorry, Kerry Peterson is second. She lost 1,930,000 trading. Do you want to be one of those people? So can you see the opportunity? Yes, no, maybe.
Yes.
Imagine you're one of those people. Imagine you make 980,000 Rand profit. You've not lifted a finger to do it except click on your mouse. How would that change your life? I can tell you success stories, people like. If I tell you that our most successful client made 3.6 million Rand profit over 2 days. If these people can do it, so can you. But in order to do so, you have to take some action. You can't do squat and then think I'm going to become rich. And you're not going to become rich if you don't have the knowledge. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm telling you what I experienced for the last 30 years. So George, you can make money. Yes, some of these people did the course, George, and others didn't. So here's another thing that is really important for you to know. And one of the things that we spend so much time and energy in the course to teach you is to make sure that we teach you to not be too greedy, that we teach you to, I like that. Zelda's just showing me on her cell phone screen. We're putting something together on our website that we're going to give to people who visit the website free of charge. It's a little exercise where we say, what is the common mistake that new traders make and why they lose money? Yeah. Yes. So George, you're right. They didn't stick to the rules. They didn't stick to what we teach them. That's the biggest and the most frustrating thing, is that people don't listen. And they don't. Can I explain to you what is the best way to say it? Imagine I say to you, bake a cake. Now, if I say to you, bake a cake, what's the first thing that you're going to do? Come, you're not a professional baker. If I tell you to bake a cake, what is the first thing that anyone with half a brain is going to do?
You get a recipe.
Look for a recipe, yeah.
Exact. You go to Google and you get a recipe book. Now, why the fuck are you getting a recipe? Why are you going to get a recipe? Why? Because
Instructions.
someone else has made, yes, someone else has made all the mistakes a few thousand times. You don't have the knowledge. Even if you just follow the recipe, you're going to bake a cake that's fairly successful. It might not be spectacular, but it's going to be a lot better than when you just throw all your own stuff together. So why would you now go and try and trade if you could rather come to us and and here we give you the recipe, man. I mean, how stupid do you have to be not to follow a simple recipe? And your results are going to be better than those who don't follow the recipe. That's actually how simple it is. Vedna says it's a good example. I'm ripped. It is a spectacular example. And then I think the other thing that's important is you've got to value education. I'm going to show you the course fees now. Let me just show you and tell you up front. I mean, you can sign up for our course at $64 a month. That's your deposit to get started. And then that's your course fee for another 35 months. in rands, that's about 1,100 rand a month. And then, you know, I have people that say, "Shoo, that's a lot of money." And then I get frustrated because I don't know how to say to someone, "What do you mean it's a lot of money? I have people making that money in half an hour." And they were someone like you who were tight for money, but they've gained the knowledge. Their lives have changed. I guess that's what I find the most frustrating thing is to make people understand that you're not going to get through school if you don't go to school and make it happen. You're not going to become a medical doctor if you don't go to varsity and go and study it. You're not going to become a professional trader. So, man, you just do it. Does that make sense? You get started somewhere and you take action and you make it happen. There's obviously different ways for you to make this investment in yourself. Some people say, look, I don't want to do $64 because I don't like having that amount of money every month coming from my card. So your choice is this one here. You give a larger deposit of $947 and then it's easy on a monthly basis for your school fees. And then some people say, I don't want monthly fees. I just want to make a once-off investment in the course. Then it's $1,527. And then off you go and you have access to the course and the material and the classes and off you go. I got sidetracked here. Stephen said someone asked him, is it the right time to purchase the course now in December or wait until January, looking at the market? So the right time to sign up on the course is yesterday. Remember what I said to you earlier. Why did you not make money on the market today? Today, the 5th of December, today there were people who made 200K profit on the market. Today, there were people who made $500,000 Rand profit. Today, there were people who made 10,000 bucks or 15 or 20,000. Why are you not one of them? Does that make sense? The only reason why you're not making that kind of money is because you're not trading. Why are you not trading? You don't know what you're doing. So the best time is now, not yesterday. Geez, man, if you want to make money in January, now's when you should sign up. I'll bore you. Holidays are the best time for me to work on what do I want to achieve next. Now's the time where you can relax and say, let me upskill myself. Let me spend the next 2 or 3 weeks, and you don't have to sit there 10 hours a day, but let me spend some quality time on doing something for myself that'll make me a shitload of money in the near future. Now's the time to become an affiliate and actually give this thing the attention it deserves so that you can get on the road to success. And you will look back at some point in time in the future and you say, let me thank myself for what I've done because see how it's changed my life. Does that make sense? And then you just go and do it. That's how we become successful. So those are the course fees. Obviously, you're going to chat to whoever invited you here tonight, and we can follow up and we'll make it happen for you and we'll get you going. What I now want to do is I want to spend time on the affiliate program presentation. Unusually, I'm going to ask you for a 2-minute break for me because I just want to run to the bathroom. Will you guys give me a moment? I won't be. I just don't want to drown in Can you hear me now? All,
Yes.
all good?
Yeah.
I have to make you laugh. Let me tell you how we embarrassed ourselves here in St. Francis. So we arrive at our house. Last week we phoned the person to come and switch on the heater for the swimming pool, and we got the boats and jet skis launched and switched on the internet, and about about like a month ago, our inverter burnt out and the batteries, and that got fixed. So this afternoon, my son comes to me and he says, "Dad, the electrical pool cover doesn't want to open. You know, I'm pressing the button, but I can't get the pool open." So we installed one of those things. You get a remote control, you press a button and it opens the pool and it's heated, and press a button and it closes. So I walk to the pool pump thing and I look and I think, that thing's not working. And I go to the DB board and I check that out and that's not working. So I phoned the guy who installed the inverter and the batteries and all those things. And I said, "Listen, you guys must come and see what's happening here. You know, none of this stuff is working. We've got, you know, electricity and but this pool thing's not working." So he says, "Look, are you there?" I said, "Yeah." He says, "I'll be there in 10 minutes. So he arrived, checks out. He says, "Listen, it's not working because it's load shedding at the moment." Because all this equipment runs the rest of the house, but it doesn't run the pool pump and the heater. And, you know, as he said it, at that point, it was bloody 3:30 and the electricity comes in. We're standing at the pool pump. The load shedding's over and there goes the pump. And I felt most embarrassed that happened. Well, I think he's going to go back and tell the rest of his clients, you know, before you phone me for support, check if it's not load shedding and if the things that aren't working is not on the circuit. So it was quite embarrassing. Let's talk about our affiliate program. This is what I'm most excited about. Now, Amor is on the call. He is in charge of our affiliate program. We're going to have many millionaires come out of our business. So what is affiliate marketing, or what is an affiliate? Affiliate marketing, I went and Googled it and then copied and pasted the statement. I assumed once again that everyone must know what an affiliate is. Yes, I see Robert's commenting about the good support. I mean, Dwayne does a spectacular job. That man's a machine, man. He's like, hey, Dwayne, a machine.
I take after a machine himself. Oh, that's you.
That's it. Yeah, we like just machines. Meanwhile, we like from some other planet, eh? So, so affiliate marketing involves referring a product or service by sharing it on a blog, social media. The affiliate earns a commission each time someone makes a purchase through the affiliate link. So telling the story is always better. Our affiliate program started as we had this client, Dumisani, and he signed up on the course and he started trading and he made some money and he was excited. So went and told some people about it, and then they came and signed up and bought the course. And he then said to me, "Look, I'd like you to pay me commission." And my first response was obviously, "Well, no, why should we?" And he made an extremely important comment. He said, "You know what? If I didn't refer these people to you, you never would have found them. They never would have become your clients, and you never would have made any new students of them." So that I thought, that hit home, and I thought, well, you know, that's right. He did make a huge difference. So we paid him commission, and then it didn't take long for the people that he recruited for them to realize that he got commission. And then they came to me and said, "Look, if we recruit people, can we get the same deal? And we said yes, and suddenly a network of people were growing, and that placed us in a position where we had to say, okay, if we're giving commission to Dumisani, we've got to give it to everyone else, and treat everyone equally and fair, and then that placed us in a position where we had to get some affiliate software so that we could track it and we could show people, and yeah, our affiliate program was born. So if I move on swiftly from here, unless anyone puts questions in the chat, don't be shy. So we don't charge a fee for someone to be our affiliate. We say that when a person signs up on the course, you have the right to become an affiliate, or you have the opportunity, whatever one wants to use as the word there. But we do insist that for you to be an affiliate, you've got to sign up on the course, obviously for two reasons. The first reason, if you're going to represent our company and recruit people and do whatever, we'd like you to be knowledgeable on the subject. And when you do the course, you can be. And obviously, when we have you as a student, there's income for the college, which means that, you know, now we can provide you with X, Y, and Z infrastructure as an affiliate. So that's why we don't let the one go without the other. What we've lately realized is people sign up on the course because they want to be an affiliate. They're not necessarily that interested in trading. But thankfully, most people are still just interested in trading, and then they realize there's another opportunity to make money. So you're going to become our business partner when you become an affiliate. You're going to be someone who's a student of the course. You are going to be part of our affiliate program, which means that you can promote our business and you'll earn commissions on that. You can obviously open a trading account with Quick Trade, and you have the opportunity to trade well if you follow the instructions, and you'll make money from doing that. And then we won't talk about it tonight, but you'll also become an introducing broker at Quick Trade, which means that if the clients you introduced, when they trade, you'll make some money from that. So, I mean, that's really, so think about it that you're a student and you have, while you're learning, you have 3 other opportunities to make cash: as an affiliate, as a trader, and as an IB. So how will we make your life better? You're going to get a second income besides the trading, or a third income, or a fourth income, whatever. Let me make an adjustment to my presentation because I've had some interesting conversations. I'm going to delete some of it. See, that's the best thing about what we do. We can do things as and when they happen. Okay, so when you're an affiliate with us, I guess the most important thing for us to put across to you is we pay the commission that we pay our affiliates in US dollars, United States dollars, greenbacks, whatever you want to call it, real money, not like ours. And when you earn your commission, you can receive it anywhere in the world. And obviously, being an affiliate, you can do it on a part-time basis or a full-time basis. Everyone with me so far? Now, the question I often get is, well, how does that work? And how are you going to make it happen? And so let me explain that part to you quickly. I have to fix my next slide. So Robert gave me some advice on this slide and I've made it better. And my wife said, I can't say the government shit, even if it's true. Let's take it and make it a little bit more positive. What was the word you said? What must I change it to? In spite of our government, let's go and make some money. Let's make a success of our, let me change it right now. In spite of our government.
Let's show our government
So,
how to make money.
yes. And maybe, you know, like, let's be part of Let's be part of the solution and not part of the problem, because we all know that we deal with challenges. I mean, the challenges that we face on a daily basis, I mean, how embarrassing was that for us? It's load shedding, but we think there's some other problem. I mean, in Joburg, we had a problem with no water. People talk every day about 40% or 38% or whatever the percent is unemployed. What is the future? Where are we going to go? So the solution simply is, if you have money, then you don't have worries. Well, let me rephrase it. That's not totally true. If you have money, you have different worries, better worries. You stop worrying about how do I put food on the table and pay my bills, and you worry about, well, which Pilates class is going to be the best? You know, which gym should I join, and where should I go on holiday? Your worries are better. I mean, people, I haven't used this example for a while, but I always used to say to my clients, I mean, do you want to sit in the back of a taxi, traveling somewhere, thinking that you want to commit suicide because your life's so shit? Or you want to sit in your Ferrari in front of a really well-known nightclub and say, I want to commit suicide because my life is so shit? I mean, make a choice. Which one of those two do you want to be? All right, Ferrari, Lambo. So maybe it's true that money doesn't buy you the happiness, but it does buy you comfort, and it does buy you security, and Vedna says even an Audi. And I think the most important thing that it does is it buys you convenience, because when you have money, you eat better and you live better. Yes. What is our plan B? And what I mean by that is, well, what are my other choices? How can I make money? Now, I put this in here because, I mean, we've even tried it. You can pack up and leave the country. That's one way of doing it. And one dealer says, I'll complain in a Porsche 911. I know someone, I used to have Porsches. I had two, and then I got rid of them. Is there a thing called a GT2? Or is it a GT3? Or was they both? I'm having a chuckle. And he said, I spoke to someone today that saw me promoting SMC and said it didn't work for him. I asked him about it and if he did the course, and then he said, no, he didn't study. Okay, Wandile said they made it. Yeah.
GT2 is the top of the range Porsche.
Okay.
You just mute, and then GT3. So the GT2 is the turbocharged version of the GT3, and then the GT4 is the Cayman that they made. So
okay,
if you want to know the differences.
And what's the price of a GT2?
Say that again, sorry, Ash.
What's the price of a GT2? Do you know offhand?
The new one's probably, if you put in all the extras in, is probably going to cost you 3.5, nearly 4 million rand nowadays.
Okay. So it's nice and cheap.
Yeah. Well, Porsche's always been good value for money. Let's put it to you that way.
Okay, good. Well, I've learned something. Thank you. So let me tell you the story. I mean, Zelda and I've been around for many years. 2 weeks after we got married, our dogs came with us on holidays. So please excuse the barking in the background. We live on the canal, so I'm hoping that, you know, they'll jump into the canal and disappear. You know, anything can happen. But so a lot of people immigrate, and we've said we're not going anywhere. There's nowhere that you can live as nicely as you can in South Africa, even if you don't have that much money. So the clever thing is to financially immigrate, is to earn your money from outside of South Africa. So how did we do it with Stock Market College? We said, listen, here is Stock Market College. And at the start of this year, 2022, we registered as a company in America. We then went and opened a bank account, and we got a merchant facility, or a credit card machine, as we call it. So now we have affiliates all over the world that promote our business. You do it on social media through the network of people that you have. We still do Facebook and Instagram and Google advertising and many other things, spend a lot of money on that. We're now getting clients all over the world actually responding to our adverts, to the affiliates that they meet. And when someone signs up as a student, on our website, you only see the prices in United States dollars. And we've done this for a reason, because when someone from Nigeria or Zambia or Holland or Australia sign up, they understand US dollars. They don't understand what is the rand and where does that come from and how does it work. So when someone signs up with us and they go to our website and they start making this investment in the course, that money goes straight to our American bank account. And then what's really cool is from our American bank account, we can pay our affiliates their commission anywhere in the world. So that's why you get paid in USD, United States dollars. You'll learn more about it as an affiliate and as our relationship goes by. But I want to show you the course fees again, because you need to be refreshed on this to understand the commission. People can sign up with a $64 deposit or $947 deposit and then a monthly of $19. Let's get to the more exciting part. Let's say you're the blue person, you're an affiliate. You're going to invite potential students. They come and they can see a one-on-one presentation. They can sit with me or Pete or Koos or Rick, and we'll present the course to them and they can decide to sign up from there. Or people can come to a mass presentation. Mass presentation, I'm going to say, is where we have a presentation at a hotel or another venue where there's 10 or 20 or 50 or 300 people. And then obviously there's these Zoom presentations that you are part of tonight. And we've posted the schedule that there's presentations right throughout the week. And then I've added this part. If you can do it once, you can do it 1,000 times. So someone comes along, you introduce this person to our business. I made the person purple. This student signs up, $64 deposit and $64 a month. What you would earn as an affiliate is 25% commission. In this case, $16. And you would earn that $16 every single month for the 36 months period. Ask me questions about this. I just want to make sure you can put it in the chat, you can speak up. Do you understand what you really have to grasp is, do you understand that as an affiliate, you will receive 25% of the student fees? Annie's got his hand up. Speak to me, Annie.
Hello, Hardus. Okay, so we're moving to a international platform now. So it's all going to be dollars now. Am I right or wrong?
Everything is dollars, and we've had it in dollars for months now.
Okay.
It's not new. We
No.
yes, yes.
For a new affiliate, I'm asking, is it all just, are we talking dollars only now? Whatever the dollar rand is, it doesn't matter. So it's dollars.
It doesn't
now.
matter. Yes.
Okay. That
Yes.
is there. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
It's well, let me tell you what we did in the past, just for fun. I mean, it's how we learn as a business. At some point in time, we had our system set up so that we can show the price in rands, and people can do that. And then we show the price in pula for our office in Botswana, and then we start worrying about how do we show the price in kwacha, and then in Namibian dollar. and it became so complicated. And we had the good sense to say, it's just in dollars. The course fees are in dollars, and the commissions are paid in dollars, and whatever the exchange rate is between the rand and the dollar, that's just it. So what's good about this, obviously good pros and cons about it. If you are a student on the course and it's $64 a month, this month it might be 1,050 Rand, and next month it might be 1,150 Rand, depending on how the Rand and the dollar fluctuates. But the positive thing as an affiliate is if you're getting $16 and the Rand gets weaker, you're getting a lot more Rands for the same dollars. Does that make sense?
That's actually my question. So I signed up as a
Yes.
attendee to the course, whatever. So
Yeah.
it's 999 Rand a month, and I'm talking
Yes.
from Rand, and that's how it is for 36 months. But now,
Correct.
being a dollar setup, it could, fluctuate. If you're a South African citizen, this month it might be $800. Next month it might be $1,200 or whatever. So we've got to just watch that, or we've got to manage that. If
Yes,
you
of
can,
course. Now, I agree with you. What makes it difficult for us when you say we've got to manage it is we don't have any control over what the government does. I mean, please, I don't want to talk politics, but at the end of the day, don't all of you wish that we could be having a few $100,000 US stuck in our couch at home? And please, once again, I don't want to talk politics. What we have to, I feel very strongly about this. This is me. You don't have to agree with me. We can agree to disagree. Here's a good analogy. I'm sure Vetna will love it. You know, when you get into an aeroplane, when last have you listened to the safety instructions? What's the first thing that they tell you? If the shit hits the fan, what do? The mask is going to fall from the ceiling, and what are you going to do? Any of you remember?
Yourself first.
Yeah. The instruction says put the mask on your own face, because when you can breathe, then you can help other people. You don't try and help other people when you can't breathe and then you both die. So let me tell you something really personal about my wife and I. My wife wants to help everyone in the world. I'm saying, okay, we can help other people, but fuck, let's just help ourselves first. I mean, imagine, can you do any good if you have no money? Can you educate people that didn't have the opportunity that you and I might have had? Can you? Can you feed people? Can you give them shelter? Can you make their life better? Can you give them medical care? Can you make anyone's life better without having money? So this is why I like Zelda's suggestion of saying we've got to change the narrative and say, in spite of our government. So Henny, what we've got to remember is when we sign up people on the course, when we look at people that might be interested in the course, the first question we should ask ourselves is this person the right kind of client for our business? And by is this person the right kind of client, I guess what I'm trying to say is, can we find someone who can afford our course? So if you're finding someone and this person is going to be totally financially screwed if the rand and the dollar changes and the course price goes up by 50 Rand, then I'm going to say that's not the right client. Because if the person is that tight for money, how are they going how are they going to get together and start trading and make their life better? Does that make sense? So, and this is what makes it so attractive for us to the fact that we can sign up anyone anywhere in the world, is that there are, I'll give you an idea. We spent in July 2.5 weeks in Portugal. If you buy a decent meal at a restaurant, not a starter and a main, and a dessert and whatever, I'm talking about a main course, you're spending 50 euros per person. We went there and a family of 5, we spent on average 5,000 Rand for lunch. Now, you know, if you convert it from dollars, and we don't drink and whatever, and for dinner would be anything between 6,000 and 7,000 Rand for the 5 of us, no alcohol included. So that's 12,000 Rand a day on lunch and dinner, not accommodation or flights or, does that make sense? So a lot of people would look at 60. One of the complaints I've had, and these are the complaints I like, is I've had people turn around and say, but your course is too cheap. I mean, I was worried you're going to teach me a whole lot of shit because it's so cheap.
Okay.
I mean, that's a good complaint to have.
No,
Yes.
no. Thank you very much. You know what? The basis has always been, and I say always been, I've only been part of the business for the last 6 months. So it's been South African, it's been rands, it's been 999 per month or whatever, you know, over 36 months. So it's really that, and I only became an affiliate and I'm only starting to sell now. So I want to, you know, get it right from now.
Yes.
So the whole dollar story, the whole international story is awesome. You've really done well there to make it international currency. So yeah, I'm happy to go with it. I'm just asking, you know, do we still talk rands or do we talk dollars only?
We only talk dollars, not rands in any way whatsoever. Yeah, the benefit is the fact that we can now do it international, and we've gone from a little fishbowl to an ocean. Yeah, and the benefit is that we can help people to make money. I mean, I'm going to show you the commission calculator. I mean, I always get excited about it.
But then
just
Hardus,
yes,
on MetaTrader 5, then people deposit still in rands, trade in rands.
yes, yes. So let me, oh, you're going to love this. I mean, now we're talking about other stuff that's so important for you to know. So let me go and show you. The rand is, what's the right English? Its days are numbered. Let me go and show you what we're busy with, Robert, just for fun. All of you. I'm going to show you our admin system. Okay, let me clear this report and start on a fresh basis. You do know that we have Quick Trade registered in Namibia as a company, and we have Quick Trade registered as a company in Botswana, and we have Quick Trade registered as a company in Zambia, and that we have Quick Trade registered as a company in America. You might know it or you might not, I don't know. But let me show you some clients that are verified. And by verified, I mean people who have provided Quick Trade with their proof of address and their ID documents. And so here I have 36,000 clients that are verified. Okay. Let me take this client here. This client, I'm going to zoom in so that you guys can see. we have different databases that we run. The clients that come from out, the clients that open an account outside of South Africa, we call that quicktrade.world. And you can see there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then here and there's a client that says QuickTrade Pty Limited. This is a client who opened an account in South Africa. And this is today. This is, you can see here, that's the 5th of the 12th at 3:45, and the 5th of the 12th, 22 at 14 minutes past. So what we're doing at the moment, if I go into this client that says quicktrade.world, I'm clicking on his client ID, and now I go and look at his trading accounts. Here you can see he's got a ZAR trading account, and he's got a USD trading account. And here it shows the currencies that he's trading in. We are in the process in the next week. We are going to transfer our database of South African clients. When I say transfer, we press a button and we move people in the database. And from next week, Henny will be able to open a trading account that is in dollars. And the same will Robert be able to do, and Juan will do it, and Edna will do it, and Kia Batswe. And once we've got that running smoothly in the process, then we are going to stop offering Rand accounts. And people will only be able to open a trading account in US dollars. And then as an IB, you can deposit in Rands, and we'll take the Rands and we'll convert it into USD. But then what will happen is an IB, all your commissions will also come in USD. So we are truly moving our business to the place. I mean, I can show you a South African client. If I go to this client, whoever this is, and I now go to trading, Rian, this person's got only ZAR trading account. But in a week from now, this person will log into their portal and they can open a USD account. And as I say, then we're going to phase out the ZAR account. And it comes really back to no other reason than we have clients now from all over the world, and people are saying, well, what's the ZAR thing? What's the Rand? How does that work? How many dollars is that? The positive thing for you and I'll make a statement. And as I said, I don't want to, we're not here to, who's here from another country besides South Africa? Stephen, are you from Botswana, are you? Who else here is from somewhere else? Anyone from Zim? Put it in the chat box, please. No one yet? Any one of you ever came from Zim? I met 2 people from Zimbabwe today. Okay, doesn't matter. Let me talk to you about. Yeah.
If I can say, you absolutely going in the right direction. We have to go international. We have to go.
We have to.
Dollar. There is your focus is absolutely right. Obviously, I came in a ZAR setup, so I love what I'm seeing. So, going forward, moving in a dollar setup, it makes it so much easier. So, yes, awesome. Thanks.
Thank you. I think what's important, if I move on, because what's that saying? Well, let me tell you, the first time I got onto an airplane, I was 19 years old. That's it. I mean, and I was privileged to be on an airplane at the age of 19. These days, my kids they've been overseas like 30 odd times. So the world becomes your oyster. You can go anywhere and do anything, and we've got to think bigger, that there's no boundaries and that we can go anywhere. Imagine if you build your affiliate income into a worthwhile sum of money, and we pay it to you somewhere in America or somewhere else, and you don't have to bring that money back here, it gives you the freedom to go anywhere and do anything. And people don't really think about that when they start as an affiliate. You know, some people think, well, that's pie in the sky stuff. It's too far. It doesn't sound realistic. So, I mean, I don't want to go on and on and on about it. But thank you. I'm glad that you guys are happy that we're going the right direction. So I wanted to show you the commission calculator. I think some of you have seen it. And this is what always makes me excited. I've just got to find it and call it up. I've got so many spreadsheets on my computer. And I restarted the thing today. So you must, and then, you know, I always say to Amora, oh, please, what's happened to me then? But I'm going to try and find it first. I'll talk about a bit of money. You can still see my screen, am I right? Okay, let me find my, where is it? Yeah, got it. I mean, I was showing someone, was it today or two ago? So here's the commission calculator. Just for interest sake, what's the Rand exchange rate at the moment? Rand dollar exchange rate. Let me Google it so we can all see it. What time is it?
I told her we're late.
Have you told her we're late? Okay. I'm gonna dollar 2 Rand. R17.49. You know, it was 18 Rand not so long ago, like a week or two. But look at this now. I mean, if I look at the commission calculator, where's my presentation? Yeah. Actually, I wanted to show you the calculator, not go back to the presentation. What am I doing now? Yeah. I mean, look at this. One student signs up. This person, school fees is $64 a month. You know you get $16 commission. You know you're going to get it for 36 months. So if I put one in there and I press enter, your total commission over the period of time is $576. Now, when I put the spreadsheet together, the exchange rate was 18. So to put it in Rand terms, you're going to take the $576, multiply it by 18 Rand. That's 10,300 Rand in total commission from one student. That's not bad money. Does that make sense? So what's nice now is I can play around and say, man, 7 people, that's 72,000 Rand in commissions. And 14 people, that's 145,000. And 37 people, 380,000. And 102 people, it's over R1 million.
So you only have to invite 3 people really that will do the course, that pays your own course.
Yes.
And thereafter it's only profit.
Yes. Correct. And that's the other thing. You've said something that I don't always explain because really, I'm going to say 4. If you've got 4 people that you've recruited over a period of time as an affiliate, then the commissions that you receive pays for your course fee and nothing is coming from your own pocket anymore. Anything after that is just for you. And here's the other interesting thing, because, you know, some time ago, a week or 3 ago, someone said to me, but, you know, I'm not good at recruiting. And I said, well, you don't have to be. Sometimes all you need to do is be lucky. Is Andre on the call? Andre, you're on the call? You can hear us, Andre?
Yes, I'm here.
Quickly tell people that church who you gave a quote to, how much money do they want to spend with us on education for members of the congregation to learn to trade?
Well, they put aside $100,000 for a start. That's without the congregation itself. That's just for education.
And how did you land up with the church? What happened? Explain to everyone in the call.
It is one of my affiliates to Musani. No, it's not the example that you used. But yeah, it's one of my affiliates to Musani that actually did 2 upfronts last month. And we were busy with this church. It's more or less 1,000 people that we are looking at.
How does it feel?
Well, it's going to feel awesome when it comes in. It does take time, especially with such a big project, but I think we're going to close it before the end of this year.
Are you excited about it?
Absolutely.
Would
As
you
long as
ever have found that? Yeah.
As long as all of them take the $64, then I know I'm sorted for the next 3 years.
Well, here's the important question. Would you have found the church and those people if it wasn't for your affiliate?
Absolutely not.
Has it made a change for you?
Definitely. And just out of interest, he's already busy with 3 Stokvels as well.
So was it luck? Was it skill? How did this happen?
Well, first of all, the second client that he signed last month is actually a member of a huge Stokvel. So that's where it comes in. And he's actually also a client, but he also wants to become an affiliate.
So it's been good for you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's
Can you
the future.
Can you imagine when 1,000 people also become affiliates and accept?
Yeah.
To Andre Dumisani.
Well, that's why I say all I want is the $64 for the next 3 years, especially with 1,000 clients. I'm not worried about the $947 because if you work it out, it's quite a huge amount of money for the next 3 years.
And, you know, exactly as Robert says, those people will obviously also find out that they can be affiliates.
Absolutely, yeah.
Then you've got volume. So sometimes it's just getting lucky. You don't have to be it's just the universe. Things work out for you, and you've just got to. It's like going fishing, man. My dad used to love fishing, and I hated. And but you're not going to catch anything if you don't have bait in the water, and that's what being an affiliate is about. Or any business, never mind being an affiliate. You're never going to become rich if you don't try doing something. If you do nothing, then you're guaranteed to get nothing. That's just how it is.
And as you always say, it's the luck of the draw.
It's the luck of the draw. It's sometimes what you gain on the swings, you lose on the roundabouts, and it goes backwards and forwards. So here's the question. What would your life look like if you start making this kind of money as your plan B? That's what you need to think of. You know, I always show this graph, and sometimes people grasp it and other times they don't. I get very excited about it. Is most of us earn a fixed income, and it doesn't matter if you work hard or not, that's what you get. What you want to do is be in a business where as time goes by, your recurring income grows every month so that there's no limit on what you earn. And then I guess the only other thing is to understand that you're going to promote both opportunities. There are people who will be interested because they want to learn about trading, and there will be people who will be interested because they want to be an affiliate. So keep in mind that there are 2 things motivating people. Then I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it. I'm always going to coach you on this much better. We obviously give our affiliates 2 levels of commission. So when you introduce people, you earn money. And when they introduce people, you also earn money. And then here is a good example of the church thing. Maybe you introduce one person and that person goes and introduces a church and you get 1,000 clients. But you'll never find that one person if you don't try. Yes, I guess the last thing is if you want to you join the affiliate program, you become our business partner. And the more successful you are, the more successful we are, and vice versa. That's what we want to do. But in closing, I mean, how will we help you make a success of this business? We'll give you marketing material. There's an application on our website. There's links that you're going to use. We provide you with the training and marketing material. I'm going to hand over to Amora so that she can close off properly. I got carried away, and Zelda and I've got this meeting that Amora's just put it in the chat box. So Twain, you're still in charge. You're still the host, am I right?
Yes, Hardus.
So guys, thank you. I'm sorry, I don't want to be rude, but my wife's, did I tell you that what time we had to wake up this morning to start work? Can I tell you that before I go? Are you ready? So we drove 14 and a half hours. We arrived here at 7:15, settled in the dogs, went and got dinner, got home at about 10 o'clock, got into bed. And the first thing she said to me is, I'm setting my alarm for 5 o'clock tomorrow morning so we can get up and start work. She was up at 5 this morning and she started working at 5:02, and I slept until 5:30. And then I started work. So I felt guilty. But yes, we're going to make shit happen. Thank you. Good night. Thank you, Amor, for taking over. Thank you, Dwayne. Have a good evening, guys. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Hardus.
You guys
Bye.
too.
Bye-bye, Hardus and Zelda.
Bye, Zelda.
Bye.